Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another trailer for Fire Emblem Heroes. So, who is it going to be? Is it the Emblem hero we all presumed it to be? Ever since they decided they could stop showing us what kind of hero we're getting. Alright, let's also turn the volume off. I have music playing, so we don't need that. Oh! Wait, is it both of them? Oh, no, okay, it's just Eirika, but she has that artwork right there where Ephraim is with her. For a second, I thought this was going to be like an Emblem duo, just based on this artwork. That would have been too cool, though. Actually, how would that work? Like an Emblem hero with a duo button? Would that be fair? It seems a little busted. Alright, so Emblem Eirika, by the looks of it. So it was, in fact, an Emblem hero, and they did hold out on us. They were hiding what kind of hero we were going to get. And the only reason why they would do that is because it's an Emblem hero. So, yeah, they probably didn't want people summoning on only this banner for this month. So, she's going to be a sword cavalry type. That's interesting. She's cavalry. I wonder why she's cavalry. Because she's not cavalry in Engage. She's infantry. Well, I mean, all the Emblem heroes, they just float. They're all ghosts. But that'd be something to see a Emblem hero, a ghost riding a horse. Alright, anyway, let's take a look at what she does here. Alright, here are the stats. Oh, wow, that ace skill looks very insane. 40 HP, 67 attack, 54 speed, 32 defense, 25 res. How much you want to guess? Her weapon or some passive she's got is just like attack and speed up 6 to herself and allies in 2 spaces, and then some other nonsense effects. Looking like pulse, preemptive pulse, or times pulse, or whatever, because she does have the icon there. None of these boys over here are given any status effects, so let's see what you've got here, Eirika. Azure Twin Wings, 16 might, 1 range, -1 special trigger. At start of turn, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants empathy, and the following status to unit and allies in 2 spaces for 1 turn. Grants special cooldown charge +1 per attack during combat. Okay. If unit initiates combat, or if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants a bonus to all stats equal to the number of allies in 3 rows or 3 columns, center on unit, times 3, +5, with a max of 14. Deals damage equal to 20% of unit's speed, excluding on AoEs. Reduce damage from foe's first attack by 20% of speed. First attack is normally the first attack, but for this case, it's brave attacks as well. And neutralize effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks and prevent units' follow-ups. Oh, she has a style. Unit can use the following style. Wind Sword style, huh? Oh, boy. Oh, here we go, man. So, what are all the rings post-Lin just going to have styles now? Twin Strike, unique special, 3-hit cooldown. Boost damage by 60% of unit speed when special triggers. Unit attacks twice. She has brave attacking built into the special. That's different. Even if foe initiates combat, unit attacks twice, and neutralize effects that inflict guard on unit. If unit or foe's special is ready or triggered before or during this combat, reduce damage from foe's next attack by 40%. So it's basically Gust on crack, pretty much. Okay, sure. Alright, we have a unique A skill here. Now, she is cavalry, so keep that in mind. She actually has an entire kit here, which is interesting. So, Blue Skies enables Canto 2. If unit initiates combat or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 8 to unit. Unit deals +X damage, excluding on AoEs, and reduce damage from foe's first attack by X during combat, where X is the number of allies in 3 rows or 3 columns, center on unit, times 2, +2, with a max of 8. And then first attack normally means the first attack, but in this case, it's the brave attack also. Alright, so we're getting a lot of true damage there. Basically 8 points. She brave attacks, so that's obviously very good. Assault force, and then attack speed, insight, home. They didn't even give Claude a moment to bask in the glory of having that. And now we already have it on another unit. Claude was not too long ago, wasn't he? He was like 2 months ago. Alright, then here's the Emblem effect. So, engaged Emblem special. When special triggers, boost damage by units max special cooldown count value times 4. Excluding AoEs. Okay. And if it is unit's first combat initiated by unit or first combat initiated by foe that turn, inflicts attack -4 on unit. And unit attacks twice during combat. Oh. So we're just giving Brave attack on an Emblem ring now. Is that any good? I mean, it's economical. I'll say that. But Desert Marissa is a pretty good unit, right? If you want Brave attacking that badly without taking a stat drop to your attack, you can just run her. Triggers only when unit's range is 1. Does not trigger when equipped with a area of effect special. Interesting. That is very interesting. Hold on. Is there more? Because they didn't explain what her style does yet. Her ring doesn't have a style on it. Huh. Did they explain what the style did and I just missed it? Okay, that's a cool attack animation where... Now, that's the kind of attack animation we want to see from a duo hero, right? Like, have the first unit come in and then have the backpack just swap in for an assist right there. That's rad. That's what we want to see. Okay, they have to explain what this style is. Okay, Windsword style. Unit can attack foes 2 spaces away. Unit cannot attack adjacent foes. Calculates damage using lower a foe's defense or res. Unit suffers a counterattack if any of the following conditions are met. Foe is armed with a range of 1. Foe can counterattack regardless of unit's range. Or foe's range is the same as the distance between unit and foe. After combat movement effects do not occur. Skill effects range is treated as 1, including by skill effects determined by attack range like Pavis and Aegis. This skill can only be used once per turn. Is this style any good? I mean, you get a ranged attack on a melee type, but considering the fact that you do not move before you activate the style, like, you have to use the style from a standstill? Actually, is that how that works? Lyn is not able to move and then pop her style, right? She has to use her style from a standstill. So I would imagine that's probably the case with Eirika too, right? Let's see here. Let's see how it works. Okay, so there she is. She activates the style, and she can actually move. Okay, so I was a little worried there. Yeah, she is able to move. So... she's already a cavalry type, so that it just extends her range by 1 pretty much, which is good, obviously. It's a different way of getting +1 movement, because that can't be messed with. Like, you can't, if it was +1 movement as a... Oh, actually, you could give her Sigurd Ring, can't you? You can give her Sigurd Ring, so she would have 4 movement, and then she has this. So she attacks from 2 spaces away. That gives her 6 reach. Yeah. That's pretty good. I don't think she's able to activate Kanto, though, if she uses this style. So let's see this in action here. Let's see this attack. She's up against Hathorun, which... I mean, this is going to be very unfair. Yeah, she's got color advantage. She's got Brave attacking. Yeah, Hathorun ain't built to tank something like that. Okay, she can still Kanto, even though it said... didn't it say in the style you're not allowed to use movement assists afterwards? Hold on. Am I missing something here? She was still able to Kanto, right? After combat, movement effects do not occur. Does that not include Kanto? It says it right there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being dumb. Maybe I'm misinterpreting what they meant by that, but... So she can attack from 6 spaces away with Sigurd Ring and her style. You attack something. She can attack from range as well. So you can't body block. You can't use, like, Bulwark, which are pretty good effects against melee specifically, because it really limits how far they're able to hit from. So her being able to attack from 2 spaces away is actually very beneficial here. And then you would attack, and then if you got, like, Legendary Sakura, she could just Kanto herself back to safety. Yeah, she seems pretty good. And the Brave Attack ring, like I said, it's very economical. For example, I am very poor. I'm like a poverty player when I'm playing Aether Raids. I don't use too many blessings anymore. It's just like one team is what I'm going for, just to conserve blessings, and then I'll also just run whoever the bonus hero is. And I usually don't have space to actually run a unit on the team that has, what you call it? Like, I don't have room for a support unit, usually. It's just, because in Light Season, my 3 mythic heroes that have the highest merges don't have access to slot 6. So I just run the bonus hero, and then I run whoever my carry unit is going to be. And I don't usually have room to run, like, a support unit that can give Brave Attacking, like Katria or Desert Marissa or whoever. So in cases like that, the ring could be helpful. Like, just getting Brave Attack on somebody, but I don't know, man. It's only for melee as well, so I guess they wanted to do that because they gave Lyn the range effect ring, so this is the melee effect ring. So Eirika is going to be color sharing with Emblem Ike and also Emblem Marth. Very interesting. So we got 3 Emblem heroes on 1 color there. I mean, yeah, if you're going for merges, that's pretty good. I wouldn't recommend merges on Emblem heroes, though, unless you're a whale. Like, a free-to-play player should not care about merges at all. The green on green, we have Emblem Lyn. We have Attuned Bridget already. Ooh, okay. And then who's the other? Oh, Pajazzi. Okay, she's going to be the other green unit. That's a very good pool, by the way. Yeah, 2 Attuned and Arcane heroes, and then Emblem Lyn. Then on blue, we've got Sigurd, Legendary, or Mythic Lumera, rather, and then Emblem Celica. Another really good pool there. Dude, this banner is cracked. What the hell? Yeah, Sigurd, Celica, and Lumera. The offensive Mythic hero to combine with 2 Emblem heroes? Yes, please. And then finally, on colorless, we have Legendary Guinevere. We have, who's that? Mythic Fomortis. And then Goto. Yeah, Fomortis not really feeling it. A defensive Mythic hero, and also there's just better versions of him, like the Winter one. Goto, I guess, is okay. He's still an offensive hero at the end of the day. Guinevere, though, not so much. So, I mean, the focus is on any color with an Emblem hero, though. So that's probably what you would want to go for. This looks like a really good banner. It would have been interesting if they had a duo skill, but they went for the style instead, so that you can't have a duo button and a style button at the same time. But that would have been cool, though, to get like an Emblem duo, and this would have been the only choice that could have done that. Because none of the other Emblem heroes are duos. At least I think. Maybe one of the DLC ones is, but I think like maybe Veronica's they could have finessed into being a duo, like her using the summoning ability, or I think Edelgard's ring is also like all of the 3 houses lords. That might be a thing too, but I didn't get the DLC for Engage, so I don't know. Okay, before we move on, I want to just quickly go ahead and take a look at the inheritances for Eirika's new ace skill, if they've gone ahead and posted it. Okay, they have in fact posted it, so let's take a look here. Alright, so Blue Skies can only be used by Cavalry and Flyer, and it's melee only, so that much we could have surmised. How good of a fodder skill is that? Hold on, let's pull the trailer back up real quick. Yeah, let me take one quick look at that ace skill once again. Let's see if that's good fodder. So, Canto 2, if unit initiates or is in 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed up 8, and plus X damage, and reduce damage from foes' attacks, first attacks by X. And that is all allies in 3 columns and 3 rows, set it on unit times 2, plus 2, with a max of 8. So you get basically 8 points of true damage and 8 points of true DR. Is this better than Excel? Excel gives you more DR? This is giving you some... It's like mixing it up, because Excel will give you the DR based on how much movement you used. And then if the foe is proccing a special, it'll give you that same amount of DR again. Whereas this one, we're ditching the second amount of DR for true damage instead, which, I mean, that seems like a fair trade-off. And then it has Kanto 2, which Excel does not have. So it seems possible this is, at the very least, it's as good as Excel. It's probably better, though, if you're just trying to do damage. And you also don't have to move a certain number of spaces either. So the less movement you use, the actually... You don't get diminishing returns with this passive like Excel does. So, yeah, that's everything we have to cover about Eirika. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. She looks really good. The ring, I'm still not completely sold on the ring this time around, but brave attacking without having to use support on anybody is still pretty good. Well, not anybody, but range of 1. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.